Hello, welcome to Spark Joy Astrology. This is the astrology of the exact degree-based aspects for the day. It is Thursday, June 30th, 2023, and today is a beautiful day. We're following it up after a great healing has taken place with the identification of some sort of wound or pain from our past. With a T Sqaure in the morning, we transmuted and cleansed that pain and healed ourselves through a grand water trine. And today the healing continues. The first aspect of the day, friends, is at 2:41 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And this particular aspect is valid all the way until the end of tomorrow. And this is Venus at 19 degrees of Leo making a trine, a harmonious, benevolent, awesome, uplifting energy to Chiron, who represents the wounded healer. He lets us look at those parts of us that cause us a lot of pain and transmute that pain into knowledge. So here we are, friends, with Venus and Chiron making a harmonious aspect. This is a beautiful energy to attract love and overcome past wounds. So building on yesterday's energy, now we get to look at this self-worth up level with a beautiful level of compassion. And I want to share something that is reminiscent of this energy we're working through. This Chiron are wounds around love because it's trining Venus. So here's something I'd like to share with you. If you'd like to get into a position and like a crisscross applesauce and maybe close your eyes and really receive these words, I'd really love to give them to you in that mindful way. Maybe even taking a deep breath and letting it go before you settle in. But here we go, friends. May I release all energies that are less than love. Help free my body, mind, and soul of all that no longer serves my higher purpose. I send back any energies that aren't mine with love. I anchor into myself and the present moment. I am free. I am love. Whew! All right, so that's what we're anchoring into, friends. And this evening, we are given another T Sqaure between the moon, Uranus, and at one of those points, remember a T Sqaure is made up of 3 points, we have Mars and Venus. This is not an exact T Sqaure, but it is within the 3-degree orb. So we will definitely feel this, are feeling this, have been building up to this because this is a big build. Tomorrow evening, Mercury kazimis into the sun, meaning they will be at the exact same degree. And our beautiful sun, the life-giving energy that it is, when it holds a planet at the same degree in its chariot, it enlightens that planet to be its full self, its highest potential. So Mercury, representing how we speak, how we talk, how we analyze information, is a very important topic when we're dealing with so much love lately, friends. Our sun has been traveling with asteroid Juno, who represents partnerships, commitment, and loyalties. And now with Mercury right in that mix, this is very potent. So now let's move on to the next particular aspect, which is a square between our moon. The moon is traveling through Scorpio, so we are loving to look at this deep level of existence and all the shadows and lights and everything as a whole. And so as our moon moves to 19 degrees of Scorpio, she squares black moon Lilith in Leo. She's right next to Venus, friends. They are right together. So Venus is having a conversation with black moon Lilith about fears, about what's holding you back from really being yourself. So back to what I just read, where are you not free? Black Moon Lilith represents alienation around sexual desires. She represents suppression, repression, resistance, frustration. So where are you not free, friends? She's asking you so that you can really transmute these energies while Venus is trining Chiron for today and tomorrow. The next aspect is at my favorite time of the day, 3:33 p.m. The moon moves to 20 degrees and now makes a square to Venus, who's at 20 degrees. Venus and Black Moon Lilith hanging out. And if you remember, that T Sqaure includes Venus and Mars, well, also Black Moon Lilith, since she's right next to Venus. So what we get out of this particular aspect, this square, Moon to Venus, is this desire for love and affection, but this challenge to get it. So where are you not getting it? Are you not giving it to yourself? You need to ask these questions while we're having this uplifting healing. And then, my friends, the next aspect that happens is at 6:22 p.m. This is when our moon now moves to 21 degrees and is opposing Uranus at 21 degrees in Taurus, asking us to look at what is not emotionally stabilizing in our life. Where are our needs around independence conflicting with our needs for emotional connection? Emotional nerves may be a little heightened with this Uranus energy being opposed to our emotional nature. Distractibility as well, friends, and detachment from reality. So take some deep breaths on that one. This is the second leg of our T Sqaure. And this really is asking us to look at our desire to change emotionally due to this emotional discomfort. And our next aspect completes that T Sqaure. It is the moon squaring Mars. Mars is next to Venus in Leo. So now we have that full triangle. And the moon squaring Mars at 23 degrees is asking us, what insatiable need do we need to meet? A passionate need that's not being met. There may be some short, hot-tempered energy around this evening, around 10:06 p.m. when this comes into exact. So don't hold on to your anger, friends. Watch your anger. Be analyzing of it. Self-study or svadhyaya sets us free from these patterns that we are locked into. When we can see them, we can free ourselves from them. So Mars squaring our moon is asking us to look at our passionate desires as well as our anger and how we can transmute those through this healing of Chiron to Venus. Passions, friends, they run deep when Mars and Venus are right next to each other, and they are only 3 degrees apart. When the evening ends, they are making a beautiful T Sqaure, beautiful in the fact that we're being asked to up level through tension. But this is the moon at 21 degrees of Scorpio, Uranus at 21 degrees of Taurus, and then in Leo, you have Venus right next to Black Moon Lilith, and Mars right next to Pallas Athena at the peak. So we're really looking at this yin and yang, fears and wisdom. Where do we all learn from our fears so that we can up level in the yin and yang energy? We end the day right after midnight. I had to go a little further because this is the big one that I spoke to in yesterday's video, but I accidentally called it the Sun Trine Saturn or Uranus. I don't know, I messed it up. But what we're excited about, friends, is at 12:23 a.m. on Friday morning, Friday being a really big day in that Neptune goes retrograde, and at the end of the day we have that Mercury Sun Cazimi. But this is when Mercury at 7 degrees trines Saturn at 7 degrees. And they are actually making a minor grand trine, which is made up of 1 trine and 2 sextiles to Jupiter at 9 degrees in Taurus. So 7 degrees, 9 degrees. It's close enough to feel it, friends. This is an up level around our emotional responsibility and accountability and the ability to communicate about it. So there's this concentration in the air, energy in the air with Mercury, our rational mind, and Saturn, our disciplined, mature friend. So this serious mindset to really integrate the healing that we're getting from Venus and Chiron. The other aspect that is still in play that I didn't mention that is also flavoring this is the Sun trining Saturn, right? That happened yesterday, so go back and look at that video if you don't know about it. But it's a big energy. It's a big maturity up-level energy where we're taking responsibility for our own healing. And yeah, so friends, wishing you the most beautiful up-level in your yin and yang energy. What is not setting you free? How are you not getting the love you need? Let's answer those questions with these squares, and let's transmute it tonight through these beautiful minor grand trines that keep coming up. We're gonna have another one tomorrow. So I look forward to telling you all about that tomorrow. Sending you so much love, so much light, and so much joy. Mwah.